morning, friends. Great day to all of you. Friends, I have good news to share with all of you today. You may be able to claim some extra cash from your state or city. New states have announced that there are millions of dollars available to be claimed from President Biden's American Rescue Plan Act. Some people may be able to receive over $2,000. Friends, this is the latest breaking news in Congress, so please make sure you watch until the end of this video to learn more about this new aid. Also, friends, I will be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning these giveaways. Also, during the months of November and December, I will surprise several of you with $200 gift cards. I will be announcing a winner of the $200 gift card later this week. So, friends, please make sure that you do stay tuned for that video.
Our policies and our message will resonate with the voters. So I agree with the need to have a frank, meaningful conversation, debate even. We shouldn't be afraid of spirited debate in the United States Senate, after all. Debate about what our message should be and what our priorities should look like. That is essential. Those discussions will begin tomorrow, and I hope there will be plenty of time to listen to one another and then to work toward consensus on a clear, concise, and impactful plan of action. In terms of what to expect from our Democratic colleagues, I don't expect much to change. Given that Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema, given their strong support for the 60-vote threshold for the Senate to act, I believe that will remain firmly intact. If the majority leader tries to go nuclear, as he's threatened to do time and time again, and blow up the rules of the Senate, he simply doesn't have the votes. That's the good news. There'll be no Green New Deal. There'll be no court packing, no D.C. statehood, no mass amnesties. Republicans, maybe with some Democrat support, will block the most radical aspects of the agenda for progressives in the Democratic Party, and will continue to fight the irresponsible spending and government overreach our colleagues have pushed for the last 2 years. Instead, we'll push for common sense policies to bring down the costs and improve the standard of living for working families. We'll work to increase domestic energy production rather than go hat in hand to autocrats in the Middle East. And we will secure the border. I hope we can do this through bipartisan progress. These are the top issues facing families across the country, and they deserve our attention, and more than that, they deserve our action here in the Senate. Unfortunately, it's not just the Senate that's in a bit of a holding pattern. Several House races have yet to be called, and it's not clear which party will hold the majority. Republicans have a lead right now, and I'm optimistic that that's where things will end up in the House. A Republican majority in the House would force our Democratic colleagues to abandon partisan governance, which has dominated in the last 2 years, as they've held the White House, they've held the House, and then had a working majority in the Senate. But now Democrats would no longer be able to abuse the budget reconciliation process to circumvent the...
Here is some important news. So last spring, the Illinois Housing Development Authority was able to help thousands of homeowners with their mortgage payments. So now, Governor Pritzker is reopening the Mortgage Assistance Program to help more people who struggle to make payments throughout the crisis. He is making $115 million available to eligible homeowners starting this month. People can receive up to $30,000 from the Homeowner Assistance Fund. Governor J.B. Pritzker said no resident of Illinois should have to choose between paying their mortgage and putting food on the table. That is why we established the Illinois Homeowner Assistance Fund to provide some much-needed relief to our residents who struggled throughout the crisis. According to Executive Director Kristen Faust, homeowners can use the funds to pay past-due housing payments or up to 3 months of future mortgage payments. Director Faust explained the relief funding is meant to be a boost to help people get back on track with their mortgages. State officials have also said that unemployment is very low right now, and most people have jobs again, which is very encouraging, although they noted that there are still many people struggling to keep a roof over their head. The Homeowner Assistance Fund is free and does not need to be repaid as the money comes from the Federal American Rescue Plan. The state of Illinois received $386.9 million through the $1.9 trillion Economic Stimulus Relief Plan that was passed in March 2021. Homeowners could be eligible for help if they experience any financial hardship due to the crisis after January 21st, 2020. Applicants must also currently own or occupy their home in Illinois, be at least 30 days late on monthly housing payments, and have a household income at or below 150% of the area median income. For people who received assistance during the previous round of mortgage relief, you can still apply for more help. State officials have noted that some people are now working and are able to pay their current housing costs, but they still have several months that they could not pay their mortgage. Friends, please let me know in the comment section below if your state or city has provided housing relief to their residents. Friends, the key word for this video today is cornbread. If you would like to enter the next Walmart gift card giveaway of $75, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is cornbread, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller recently told reporters that the U.S. Federal Reserve may consider slowing the pace of rate increases at its next meeting, but that should not be seen as softening in its commitment to lower inflation. Christopher Waller also stated, "We're at a point we can start thinking, maybe of going to a slower pace. But until we get inflation down, that endpoint is still a ways out there." A report released last week showing slower than expected inflation in October was good news. But according to Waller, it was just one data point that would have to be followed with other similar readings to show that inflation is really slowing. Some economists have agreed that the 7.7% annualized increase in inflation that was recorded in October is still enormous. Waller noted that even if the Fed scaled back from 3/4 point increases to a 1/2 point increase at its next meeting, you're still going up. The Fed has raised rates a total of 3.75 percentage points this year, beginning in March, including 4 3/4 point increases. That is a rapid shift in monetary policy, which was aimed to cool the worst surge of inflation since the 1980s. Analysts and economists both have warned that the monetary tightening will further the risk of recession impacting employment. U.S. Senate Banking Committee Chair Sherrod Brown urged the Federal Reserve to be careful about tightening monetary policy, so much that millions of Americans who are already suffering from high inflation also lose their jobs. Eric Rosengreen told CNBC News this week, a U.S. recession is quite likely next year, as persistent inflationary pressures force the Federal Reserve to shift interest rates higher than expected. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think the U.S. economy is headed into a recession? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and best friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me here every day as I post a new video. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Please make sure that you enter the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Friends, the more videos that you leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed day.